Yeah.
So too long.
Way too long.
Yeah.
But real friendships last, man. Like real friendships last. We
Yes,
here.
sir.
I appreciate you coming. You know, welcome to our little podcast studio, man. You know, I'm excited to have you here.
Very
Man.
impressive. I love it.
It's been a long time.
Way too long.
We're gonna jump right into the interview because I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to have you here. We have
Sure.
some things to talk about. I want your perspective on, you know, some different things.
Yes, sir.
You are now tuning into Bupodcast. So, Andre. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, my good bro. Again, I appreciate you coming out to see me, man. It's been a long time since 2016.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good year.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. We manifested a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. We manifested a lot of
That
stuff.
day. Yes, we did.
Yeah. And a lot that we manifest came for myself and for you. Young entrepreneurs, young kings. We building brands, we building families, we building relationships. Real, true, genuine friendship, man. So I think I got you on the show and I want to get your perspective on young entrepreneurship. You know, myself being an entrepreneur, yourself being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What's some of the information that you can give to the youth, the younger youth generation that's coming up that may want to be young entrepreneurs that really can't find their footing in it?
Okay. I'm gonna say you have to learn patience young, and when I say that, that's all across the board with patience. When it comes to your family, when it comes to God, when it comes to your education, when it comes to whatever the thing is you want to do. Because growing up, I kind of really wasn't patient because I wanted everything fast, and not even in a bad way, just because I put the work in. And when you don't see results as quick as you would see someone else doing, or you fascinated with celebrities and stuff like that, you think you're supposed to have it the same way. The thing that really got me was majority of my family, my immediate family is all entrepreneurs. Is either the entrepreneurs or the professionals, not really people in the middle. So I kind of seen like what hard work does and money management does and stuff like that, and being patient. And I also learned how to live good because I never really, in my mind, I didn't think my family didn't struggle because I never saw it, but I didn't see the work ethic really until I got older. So when you learn a little bit of patience and stick to what the dream is, you know, because it's going to get dark, it's going to get dry. Like them certain seasons, you might not make a sale, or something that you think is going to pop, it may not pop, you know. But when you stick to the core, and that is pushing whatever the brand is, stick with it and keep the patience, and you will be fine.
So for your brand, Born Again is your brand. It was birthed in 2016.
Yes.
I was there for it, you know, and I'm still here for it. How did you establish like patience for it, man? Like, did you see it being as big as it is today back in 2016? Because I remember, again, I remember the conversation about how big you wanted it to be and how big you knew it was going to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes, because in the beginning, I just wanted to make clothes that me and my friends can wear. It wasn't really a thing I really wanted to sell, because I just felt like I just wanted this make clothes. That's how I knew it was a true passion. And then before it got further than what it did, nobody our age bracket was really doing this yet. It was like it wasn't a thing there, because now everybody's entrepreneurs now, and social media has a big platform. Everybody think they can do it, but they won't last after a few seasons or a couple years. So I knew I was different from everybody, and I had a meaning behind mine. You know, everybody know I'm faith based, but the thing that set me aside from everybody, I had the church and the street.
Right.
So that made me different from everybody else, because I'm the guy that loves on everybody. I don't put myself here because I believe in something and then forget about the people that might not believe in what I believe in.
Right.
So when you have a core value and you have a core audience that love you, never go broke. And I mean that broadly.
And I remember those conversations because I'm not going to say that I'm not religious based, but
Yeah.
I remember us having conversations and knowing that, I wasn't really into spirituality and really into the church. And we had conversations on, on different things like that. For you being one spiritual and also having the street side of you, like that's going to always have you stand out between other people while you building your brains because you're not going against one religion or the next, you're not pushing religion on anybody. Like not once in any of our conversations that we ever had have you ever like tried to like push the church. You just gotta have faith. Who you believe in is who you believe in.
That's right.
But for the people out there that doesn't really know your brand, that doesn't really know what it stands for, you want to just let them know like what spark born again and what does it actually mean to you?
So born again for me was birthed years ago, and honestly it was birthed probably before 2016. It just wasn't really a thing yet. It was just a thought, and when my time came, because I was on a shot clock, because when opportunity come, you gotta move down. It's not like, yo, and I got a type of family that, yo, I'm about to set you up X, Y, and Z. You need to be ready by such time. So I didn't even have a logo yet. So before even all of that, to where it became something, it's just something in my heart that I know I belong to God. I was raised in the church, preacher kid, but I always was different from a lot of my peers growing up, and I'm still there. I'm still at the church, but I still at the streets, and I think that's what set me aside. And everybody can relate to me. Everybody know that's with me, around me, know that's a safe place. So it's something that I prayed on, and when born again came to me, it's just like it's so broad because it's not just for people that is faith based. It's people that had a fresh start, because everybody we grew up with, they all screwed up, and it's somewhere they had a shot, and their life either stayed the course, or they excel, or they backpedal to something even worse, And when you can get a second chance in this life and in this world, and all the things that's against you, especially as Black men, bro, that second chance, that second breath of fresh air is everything to me. So being born again, being fresh, just like the world is seeing you as a different person, even if you were somebody yesterday. But today, you have a shot to be born again, to be fresh, to be reborn, and you get another chance to live, man. Because today, tomorrow, still ain't promised.
Right.
We got the moment.
For sure.
So I feel like it was right on course, and then once everything came together, with the logo and everything, it just kind of it happened fast. Like March 29th changed my life, and that the week before that, everything it just shifted and just changed. That's how I know it was something big, and we here today, still standing 8 years later.
8 strong years later.
8 strong years.
8 strong years later, and you still excelling.
Yes, sir.
You still putting out new merch. You still doing you.
I never gave up, man. Never gave up, even when things got tough. Even because I always been self-employed, probably from the age of 22. So, at one time working with my mom, and we always was self-employed. We own daycares, and we did a lot of things.
Shout out to your mom too. I love her, man.
Hey, shout out to mama.
She a real genuine sweetheart.
Yeah, she's
real
down.
genuine.
She be here soon. I moved her down South Carolina, but she be in town soon, so we excited to hear. But I think I was talking about entrepreneurship. I was in prepping for it. Yeah, it's just you just get accustomed to certain things and certain lifestyles after a while. When things are not going well, you have to keep pressing, man. Because it's time, like, again, it's going to be months and times where it's not popping, or you have other things that you're doing, and you got bills to pay. One thing I pride myself as a man is I'm a bill payer, man. I take care of my bills. I take care of I take care of who I need to take care of. I'm going to say that. And I pride myself on it. So you got to prioritize your livelihood, and then you gotta prioritize your family, and then you have to prioritize your dream, because you have to feed that thing. Even if you start small, and like, there's ways to put out merch consistently. Like, you don't always have to put out a high volume. A lot of
Right.
people do that, and they'll lose money putting out high volume. And if you're not getting the kind of money, that transaction, if you're not getting it back, you just constantly putting out. And then if you're not doing the work yourself, you're buying it, and then you're getting it done. So you already kicked out double. So you're gonna try to make back triple, and then you gotta think about it. Everybody's not gonna want to sell their merch triple what the cost is, or quadruple what the cost is. Because one, it's sad to say, when you're a minority, man, we don't come together as much as we should.
For sure.
Where we should be supporting each other, as in, it should be a person that does hair, one person that does, that's a mechanic. Like, everybody it should be home based, but unfortunately it's not like that all the time. And the brand is wildly cultural, but still, like, I'm a black man, and I feel like it should be more being pushed behind it. So that's my opinion.
2016 up until now,
Yeah.
as far as your brand is concerned, what was your biggest motivation to keep going, even when times got hard, even when you probably ain't really had the funding behind being able to purchase T-shirts or merchandise and logo it?
I had a conversation with a loved one. I just said that, and they made a comment, and this was like 5-6 months in, and for the first 2 months, man, I was hot. Like, I was hot. You thought I put out a mixtape. Like, in my world, I was hot, and I kept selling out, and that was always the goal. Anything I put out, I was just selling out fast. So I had got invited to Power 99, like, just to sit in. Like, I was dropping merch out to a friend of mine that was like a rapper locally, and I'm gonna say Tri-State, because I don't want people to get insulted by when you say what their status is. She was popping, and I got invited to just chill. I was dropping merch out just to chill in it. And that's the first time I've ever been in Power 99. I didn't even know how Power 99 was set up.
Right.
When I got the address, I'm like, at the right place. I'm thinking I'm supposed to see a radio station. But so I get there, and we chilling, and I leave, and then I posted everything what I could, and my loved one was like, "Yo, you don't do all of that, yo. You only make T-shirts." And it struck me like, huh? I'm a clothing brand, and I'm the first of my kind in my world. Anybody that I know, they even had like boutique, like they didn't really, like, it wasn't like their own thing. Like, I'm making my own thing. I'm my own brand. So when someone say, "Yo, you only do this," it broke my heart. So that's when it turned, and then after that, I just started making all kinds of stuff, bro. And mind you, I didn't even really know what I was doing, because again, in my world, I was the first to actually go through with something and make it a thing. I started going stupid with it. I started making baby stuff, onesies, socks. I started making dog clothes. I started anything I can get my logo on. I did it, and it kind of turned me into a beast. Even if I didn't have money, man, listen, I was figuring it out, and that'd be the thing, is, yo, you can pay all your bills, have a little bit of bread left, and you want to invest, or you might just wait that month off, and then, or you might wait 3 months off, but before you know it, 3-4 seasons went by, and the thing you want to constantly do is have a catalog,
Yeah.
And don't limit yourself. And what I regret doing, I don't know how you have a great idea about something, but you will stop because you think it's not hot to everybody else.
Right.
The dumbest thing you ever can do. That's why God make us creative. I like all this you just did, bro. Like, and you do this by yourself. Like, I know, because you that type of man anyway, but you did all of this by yourself.
Shout out to my wife too. She had a lot of.
I'm not taking this.
Don't get me in trouble now.
But you had an idea and you stuck with it. And when I was doing that, I regretted certain things I should have did, because when I seen it become popular, now it look like you copying off of them.
Right.
So always, and advice to whoever, follow with your first mind. If God has given it to you, take that, run with that, because before you know it, that could be the new thing. Like whatever the new thing is, you be the trendsetter. So it's just things I now, if I feel it, you know, like you're doing.
So 5 years from now, fast forward, where do you think Born Again is going? XL to 5 years from now. Or what's your expectations on where you're gonna scale it and
Okay.
have it excel 5 years from now?
So besides me getting married, I get married in 2 years. Besides that, I'll probably go back in the mall. I was in the mall at Philadelphia's Mill Mall,
Yeah, I remember.
and and it got cut short because a young man was murdered, probably like 5 yards from our stand. I had to stand in the middle between Modell's and Route 21, not too far from Old Navy, where the food court is,
Mm-hmm.
and the yellow entryway. My time got cut short, and I left. I broke my lease because of the worryation of my family. My children was only 3 months at the time, and they got cut short. But the time I was in the mall, I was in there from October when my kids came home from the hospital. They were just born. October until March, because that happened on my anniversary. So that small time span, not only did I was able to network, but I got to see a different way and how to break through. And if you're really serious about what you believe in, you're gonna have to spend that money. I had twins, newborn twins. I didn't even have a house. I have a house, but I didn't have a house for my family. I was living out of a hotel. I was doing that. I had to pay rent at the mall, and I had another mortgage. I was kicking out three different rent, right? My overhead was insane. Like, I don't know how, honestly, I don't know how it was done. I was busting my behind because I am self-employed. I still work with children, but everything that was coming in, I was putting it back into the dream. And sometimes you gotta go broke for 6 months or a year to have that another experience. Will I go back in the mall? Yes, because one, the insurance is there. You need to always buy insurance because they offer you insurance monthly, quarterly, and yearly. That's how they do the insurance plan. So God forbid, I'm gonna go up in flames. You're gonna get a big check. So that's how a lot of people be scamming and they be getting them checks because they be somehow, some way, everything is in flames. That's how they be getting them big checks. So that, and or I might get a storefront. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet with my fiance, but I'll probably be back in the mall before a storefront just because of the traffic.
Right. That foot traffic.
So the good thing about the foot traffic, like I can buy on social media, you can buy advertisement, right? Instagram can advertise. You pay them a couple dollars the advertisement, but the amount of feet that comes through a mall, especially that mall, because that mall always gonna be popular regardless if anybody think is cool according to today and tomorrow. The amount of foot traffic that goes in any mall is worth the money. It's worth the money. So I believe I'm sure I'll be back in a mall because I miss it too. I miss being around people and getting the love, and then COVID was the thing. It's a lot of tests, man, that you're gonna go through if you truly love what you do. Because people want to test you. People would test you in your face. I had people disrespect me in my face, man. Like they ask a price for something, and then they pick it up. They be like, for this, like, and then they throw it back on the table, or like, yo, my man, he talking about this cost X, Y, and Z, like the stuff. But I knew I was mature. I was ready because certain moments you could lose it, like you can snap, or it's fighting words. Like just certain things be blatant disrespect from strangers, But that's how I knew I was ready to go above and beyond because you're gonna get criticism, man. You just gotta make sure your stuff is just in order. That's what's gonna make you put your stuff in order because of the criticism. And I think that was it for me. So I believe I'll be back probably the next year or two. I'll probably be back in the mall for sure. I haven't decided which one. I may go back. I feel like I got unfinished business there because I just feel like it got taken from me, man.
Right.
Because of somebody else's decision to want to murder someone else. And it wasn't fair to everybody that was there. It wasn't fair to me. It wasn't fair to my family because they took a moment from my family. My children was in that mall when that kid got killed. You know, just running with double stroller and stuff, and I had a whole set of balloons. I had food all around. I had a full day set up for my anniversary for that day, and they got taken from me. So it's like I think I'm gonna go back. Sure.
Yeah, I think it's definitely destined. You go back, even if you decide to go back to a different, a different
location, right? Yeah.
I think you definitely should. A storefront not a bad idea.
I think
it would have less foot traffic at a storefront because you got to do more advertising.
Yes.
And the mall is pretty much it's all that foot traffic. Like you don't really have to advertise.
I agree. The only way I would my lady's in child care as a profession too, and I was like, when we get your own. Only way I probably do a storefront if I buy her another storefront next to it, and I go next door locally. That's how I feel about it. But right now the mall is it's just too much. Like the foot traffic. Even if you don't make $1 today, you make $40 tomorrow. And the next day you may make $75. Or tomorrow you make you gotta find ways to crack it, man.
The biggest key for me as an entrepreneur is consistent. I notice that a lot of entrepreneurs don't really have consistency. Like if you're selling something, you're advertising your brand, like you got to be consistent with it.
Yeah.
You can't, advertise one day and then take 3 weeks off.
Yes.
And then come back and then advertise again and take 6 weeks off. Like you got to be consistent. Got to be consistent. Consistency is key. That way, you may get 1 like tomorrow.
You might get no likes.
Yeah, but the likes gonna come.
Even if it don't. People are looking. Don't mean they're not looking because they didn't like it. People just don't like you.
Yeah, or they haters. Undercover.
It's just the real deal thing. It's people that don't. I got a text today. Someone that I've known for years was talking crazy to me just because they don't like me. Like, because we have history and they just talking crazy. Like, yo, your birthday, I don't care about. Like, just talking crazy. Everybody's not going to like you. Because they don't like you, they're not going to like what you produce. So you got to get out of your head that you're a felon because you didn't get no likes. Yo, still put it out. Because what happened what happened and was happening with Born Again, I don't like using this word, but I don't like using this word, my background. I have kind of like a cult following. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's not a certain artists or certain people that you might not think is hot, but they sell out everywhere they go. That's a cult following. But I'm not a cult, but it's just a word that where y'all can understand where I'm coming from. I don't care what I put out. There's people that I know or don't know. They want the merch. They want it. So it's what you produce, is what you putting out, and if people love you, because you're gonna have 20 that love you, but you're gonna have 2 that just don't mess with you, right? And you ain't even do nothing. But you have to stay consistent because you're not getting tomorrow back.
Yeah, and it had to be good quality. Like,
it has to be good quality.
I think, and you could correct me if I'm wrong. You was the one that that was buying the merch. Yeah. The quality, but I feel like the quality of your merchandise has always been exceptional. I don't think it was ever a time where I've seen, logos falling off, fading, or any of that. So you want to also make sure that if you investing in something like you said, put the time in and spend the money on good quality. So that way, if you charging $70 for a hoodie, I know that I'm gonna have that hoodie for a minute because I know it ain't gonna peel, it's not gonna fade, it's not gonna shrink. So you have to put the work.
Just don't buy a lot of quantity if you're not moving unit. You don't have
so
to.
You would say spend more money on the quality of it?
Yeah, and the work. I'm gonna put y'all in something. I don't know how to do none of the work I do. Like, I don't know how to embroider. I don't know how to do any of that. I'm the guy that likes to put money in people's pockets. So if E call me, E would call me. I'll call E. E, I want to do a podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I just want to show up. If I know my man know how to do all of this that he just did, I'd rather pay whatever his number is. And he probably won't even give me the number. Just come to my house and just chill, like, just because of kind of bond we have. And if it excel, bring guests. Like, people gotta know how to wash hands.
Right. Okay.
So my price might not be that person price, but I put food on their table. So for me, my attention span, I can't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mastermind. I know how to see the vision and bring the vision to my head. I probably got 4 or 5 people that work with me. I'm not gonna say they work for me, because everybody are boss. They work with me because they have a profession that they know how to do. They went to school for, or they've been doing it for 20 years. I'd rather pay them. And I know it's safe. I know they're gonna be done right. I know they're gonna take their time. And if it's off, bring that back to me. I'll get it done in 2 hours. That's for me, because everybody, some people do everything in house. They keep all the money in house. I'm a back end guy. I catch on the back end. I even let people invest with me. Hey, I want to do a project. I don't have it right now. Just give me 500. I give you 1,000 in 30 days. I got 7 people that can vouch for that, because I might not have it.
Right. Or you might have it, or you just don't.
I just don't want it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a what you call auto pay guy. I don't just take money out of my account. I just let things happen. Then when I got whatever cheese left, cool, I make the investment. But it's you don't have to be the whole machine. I heard I don't want to use the name because he probably going through stuff legally. But Russell Simmons, I'm not gonna knock his mindset because of the mistakes he's made. But he made a comment one time. He was like, "Yeah, I don't know how to do everything. I just hire people that know how to do everything." That's the realest thing you could for a person like me, because I don't know how to, and I'm the type, like, I don't act like I know how to do it either. Like, you're like, yo, Dre, I try to help, I try to pay someone to do it, but I don't. That's just not me. So if you're gonna put out good work, let the quality be good, man, because you don't know where your stuff might end up in, like what country, what city. You don't know, man, and you don't want nobody talking about you in Tokyo. You never know where your brand might go, because the social media is so broad. Your stuff can end up anywhere, and you could be the man overseas.
Do you feel born again going overseas?
Been overseas.
It's been overseas already.
It's been in the UK. Man, like we all have friends globally, but I'm saying, like, it's been in places already, and I'm fortunate for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brand touched the Great Wall grounds. You know what I'm saying? My brother's he's retired now. He's a coach in Texas, but he played in China. My brand touched the Great Wall. The Great Wall been here before. Biblically, it's been here. Yo, people out here ask me, where can I get this? You don't know where your stuff might touch. You have to do the work, and the quality has to be legit, because it's gotta last. Like, it can't go through the ringer and it's over. It's gotta last. So you gotta spend the money. Like, you can't avoid trying to cut and do the back. It's not gonna work, man. Especially for black people. I can't speak for other cultures, but our culture, not only they're the most forward people with the fashion, but they start trends and they make other people rich, which is bizarre too. They make all the European brands rich, but they're going to critique you, dog. Like, I don't care if it's your brother, your cousin, they're going to ball you up. It's our nature. I don't know why we do this to each other, but when it's right, ain't nothing they can say. What they gonna say? Because now, at this point, now you just don't want it, because you might want to do it, or you just feel like, all right, yo, like, it's cool. And we come from a tough city, man. It's hard to make it out of Philly in any avenue. I don't care what you're doing. It's tough to make it out. It's city too critical.
Yeah.
So your stuff got to be in order, man.
So, do you see, or are you willing to have born again, be a part of any youth, anything that has to do with the youth. Like, let's say if I wanted to, which I'm really trying to, some good brothers like yourself involved with some nonprofit community work for the younger generation.
You don't have to. You don't have to ask any. If you want me to be somewhere, giving back to the youth, you don't got. I will be there. Good. Got me locked in. I will be the first. That's what I wanted. When you call me to be here, I wanted to be the first guest you had because I want to be there for Get Big. You know, I see it, bro. If you think what you're doing, going to be the man.
But that's the thing though, and this is what's going to always make me different from a lot of podcasts out there, right? It's a lot of people out here that's doing
the same thing I'm doing.
That's, what's going to have me stand out. That's going to help me build my brand is I'm talking about things that these other podcasters aren't talking about. And shout out to them. I'm not taking it away from them.
I get where you're going.
Mine is genuine authenticity. Like, I'm not looking for nothing. I'm not looking for no money. If I blow up, I blow up. But this therapeutic for me.
You will blow up. And it is therapeutic.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's therapeutic. Being able to connect with my brothers, being able to connect with friends, even strangers or people, younger people, and telling them my story and hearing their story, and we bounce ideas off of each other on how we can help each other heal.
Yes, sir.
We all hurting in some way.
Some way.
It's in our roots. We black. We always feel like our masculinity gets the best of us
every day.
When was the last time you tapped into your feminine side? I was talking to my brother earlier. Like, when was the last time you tapped into your feminine side?
What you mean? Like being emotional?
You got like your emotion.
Okay,
your feminine
so
side.
I go to therapy every month. I've been doing it for 7 years. It's changed my life. Even without her, my doctor, bro. If anybody want to talk to me, I let it out because why should I hold things in me if I have all these friends?
Right.
If I'm going through something, and I like what you said about authenticity because I pride myself on it. Because that's the way I came up, and that's why people love me because it ain't gonna get no realer than that. Like, right. I don't want to be nobody else. I'm a loving person. I give everybody flowers while they're alive, and I express how I feel, man. Like, I tell people I love them in real life. I show up to things when people invite me. That's Dre. And I had a conversation with my grandmother, and she was playing about something how you change and people act different. But I say, you're not supposed to change who you are because of people the way they are. That's not how that works. That's why you different. So when you tap into your inner side, and you get vulnerable, you need to let it out. You need to find a significant other too. If you don't have a doctor or friends to talk to, I'd rather talk to a woman that I love because when everybody goes home, all these phones is put away and everybody done popping on the gram. And as the physical and the flesh, outside of that, you have the Lord, but I need to talk to somebody. So I try my hardest to get it off me, man, because that thing it'd be right here and that beast will grow. And sometimes we don't make the best decision when we under that pressure or we need somebody to hug us or tell us they love us and they proud of it. I like to try to just impart those things, man. Like telling you I'm proud of you, dog. Like we ain't heard it all week. You might have not heard it all week, but I'm proud of you, man, and the things you accomplished. Like I said, I was there from the beginning. He was there in the beginning of my brand, but things we shared. I first met him. We was outside for 4 hours from my own complete stranger, and the things we shared as men made us brothers today. So I like to talk, man. I just like to just give people what I have inside of me, man. 'Cause somebody need it. Somebody needs some love, or just to tell them it's okay.
Yeah, and that's what this is about, man. That's what I built this studio for. That's what I built this brand for, the podcast for, is to really create a safe haven for black men to be able to come, vibe, chill, and heal. Right.
Oh, let's go back to before we go there. Let's go back to the kids thing. Like we was on it, then we got off of it.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to miss that. Children.
So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to start giving back to the community, to the youth. Do you see, or would you be willing to have your brain born again, involved in community aspect, involved in the youth?
Yes. You could do a whole platform. You could do the school drive. You could do, because my fiance has been kicking my behind on. I've been supposed to do a back to school drive with the brand and giving out book bags, but it's just the month's so wrapped up with our personal lives and stuff like that. But yes, I'm for it, man. Anything we can get back, the boys and girls.
Right.
I'm for it. Definitely try to do some. I guess next September, like a back to school, next August, a back to school thing. And on the county, I love the county. I live a major, my childhood out here, so I'm still familiar with being out here also. So we could do it out here next year. After that, we go to another part of Philly. But, I'm down.
Yeah. And I wanna, want it to be an annual thing. I want it to be, consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It don't always have to be out here. We want to go in the trenches. We want to go down in those rough areas of the city, because they the ones that need us, right? And I'm not saying the county don't need us, because there's some rough parts out here too. But I feel like Philly, man, Philly, our home, where we grew up at. Our communities, they the communities that really need it. They the kids that really need the book bags and the school supplies and the food and all that kind of stuff.
Amongst them, like I was in Kensington yesterday, and then a breakfast sandwich. I'm out there. I'm the guy that hugged the people that's got sores on them and bleeding and can't even stand up straight because they've been high off heroin for the last week. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm under the bridge. So you don't gotta ask me to be in no trench. I'm out there already. So I wanna be where popping at, where people need us. Black men that need us. I'm there. God asked me, just let's do it every year. The book bag drive and our water, because I'm see well, in Kensington for sure is I do see the progress out there, but it's the need of just love and it's like small things, but for the babies that still live in them neighborhoods, definitely for them too. Like back to school, yes, I'm down, sure. And we can build our own, because I can't do everything by myself and make it happen. So I'm glad that you asked me, because now we can do it together. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, let's build it. Let's lock it in.
And whoever else wanna hop in. It's not just a 2-man band. Like anybody that's down and that really love these babies that's coming up after us, please, whatever your brand is, whatever you do, man, everybody put their hands up.
Sponsorship,
Yes,
donations,
please.
whatever.
All of that good stuff.
But yeah, let's make this a movement, man. Because like I said, like this is what I'm doing this for, man. Is to give back to kids, to let them know that we care, let them know that that it is spaces where they can go to feel safe and be safe.
Because we love them, man.
And feel protected.
And they lost this era. I was at the let out the other day. I'm just watching these kids, the youngins, like they just different. Not all of them weird, but it's like certain things they doing, like just the way they dress. 100 degrees of a day. Like there's something wrong when y'all wearing sweatsuits and ski masks.
There's no structure. There's no guidance.
There's no guidance. Social media is raising y'all kids. It's literally the youngins raising the youngins, because the stuff they doing. And these kids is out here, man. Like, I'm talking about teenage. I'm not talking about 16. I'm talking about 12, 13, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're having sex out here, man. Like, it's no type of parental guidance. Like, and the stuff that I'm seeing and stuff you hear, like you can just stand somewhere and you can hear 5 kids walk by and their conversation is like, you ain't scared of your mom? That certain things kind of kept me like away from like the fear of my mother or my family of them looking down on me for something I shouldn't have been doing. It kept me out. It kept me not having children, Because I know if I got a little taste of the world, it was gonna be up. Because it's just too exciting. Like it's too exciting. But now these things, they don't. It's no drive. Like you don't. I don't see me out there. Like the thorough youngin that always respect and is respectful and he hoop, or he's in school, or he goes to like he did something. Like he knew
Yeah.
like he gonna be alright. I don't know about them, but at least these right here, they gonna be alright. I don't see me out there, man. You know, like I work with foster children. That's been my background. So I've been a kid. My mom got me into it in the daycare thing. So we've been changing kids' lives in the Frankfurt Northeast area for the last going on 15 years, and I kept going. And just seeing these young boys, man, I don't see me, man. I don't see nobody that want it bad. They want the moment, they want the lifestyle of having things, but
The instant
they
gratification.
don't want it. They don't have a plan. Because everybody can't rap. Everybody not gonna make it to the league, unfortunately. You know, everybody's not gonna finish school. Some people will die. Some people will have children. Some people will get sick. It's just how life goes. It just seems like it's more rapid and crazier now, right? Because it's clearly the government's trying to kill us, but like just the food and just the what's going on every day with the weather, like it's just always something to get you out of here. It seems like y'all have a lesser chance than we did. To the point to the school system where they making y'all grade levels lower so y'all can graduate.
Yeah.
I've never seen like them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had summer school in the 10th grade. I had a 64.9. You could have gave me a 65, but he wanted to prove a point. Now 65, that's like a C now,
Yeah.
or it's B or something like that. So
they pushing them. They pushing them
I
out.
want y'all to get out.
Yeah, they pushing them out. They want them.
So it's important that men like us and other men and women to try. Some not going to get it, but it's some that will listen. I'm grateful that the youngest in my neighborhood respect me at least, because these young boys, they don't care. They will kill you, man. Like they will kill you. Like these kids is sad because it seems like some of them they want to die. You know, like just the energy, just the like they ready for whatever that is. They ready for it. And I never seen it with me. Thank God. It's not even no tough Tony stuff. It's just some neighborhoods you just respect. And I've been here for so long, so I've seen every 2 to 3 years I see a new batch of young boys or new neighbors or whatever. Like you just see it just always been like that. But I never seen so many youngins just don't care. And the girls is just as bad. They not no lust. They just as reckless and wild and they with whatever.
So if you had one piece of stern, firm advice you can give to the young black men that's coming up under.
Bro, go home. Just go home. I had a kid he was with me and he was just spinning me like, yeah, I'm gonna come home, blah blah blah, right? And I know like it's my neighborhood. All I gotta do is I made 2 calls and that whole like my little area, they're gonna see you and they're going to yo, go home, yo, Dre looking for your friend, yo, go home. Just go home. If you just go home, everything gonna fall into place. If your home is not the best home or like you being abused, stuff like that, that's a different topic. But the majority, I'm talking about the majority, not the ones that's being abused, because I'm the guy that they send y'all to me to save, to rescue y'all from a bad situation. I'm not talking about y'all. That's a different topic, different episode. But the ones that have a good life, like you got hot water, you have a bed, you have food, like you have because all y'all young boys be fly now. With some of y'all, because y'all got the latest. They got the same hoodie, the Central hoodie, but y'all got the same. Y'all be fresh. So if y'all that fresh, go home. The cops can't mess with you. You in the house. Can't get in trouble for being on a corner. Can't get in trouble for being places you ain't supposed to be in. Can't get in trouble for messing around with that girl because I know y'all too young to be doing stuff. Y'all being sneaky.
And you can't get hit with a stray bullet.
Because bullets ain't got no name. I tell you now, bro, like the way these youngins move, listen, I gotta go home. I ain't know you was 15, 16. Because the way y'all masked up and carrying it, you think y'all men. And some of y'all built like men. Yeah, y'all big. Like, so if you just go home, I know it sounds like cliche in this. No, go home. Because going home will keep you out of a lot of things. And once you graduate mentally and you want to do things with your life and get out of school and do your own, all that you was doing, you already gonna know. Like, I should have was doing that. Now
And
I'm sitting
another
back.
thing is, parents, I should know where y'all kids at every single day, every minute, second, and hour of the day. Y'all gotta know where y'all kids at, man. It ain't no way y'all parents don't know that y'all kids out here doing the things they doing. And it's the young kids, like you said, 13, 14
They having
years
sex,
old.
bro.
They supposed to be in the house. They supposed to be in the house.
At a certain time. Cause I had to be on the block when it got dark. So y'all kids be running. Like it be 10 o'clock. Y'all kids still be outside running down my block. You know what I'm saying?
Parents, like, we gotta do better.
It's the air. It's not it's not all y'all fault. It's the children.
It's the children too.
It's the children too. But that parenting,
Yeah.
because some of y'all parents can't control y'all, and I get that. But you're right. The parenting, it has to be better, man.
Men gotta step up, help the moms out.
The men has to step up, bro.
Men gotta step up.
Because y'all out here just like you thought that would get old, like the whole like knocking chicks up and dipping, or like, and then still live in the same neighborhood. I can say you was a truck driver. That's not right either, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like you had a fun night, or you was a rapper. Like y'all regular dudes, probably bums. Cause real men not going. They're not doing it. Any men that got morals and principles, and this era and time where everything is magnified. How dare you be a bad black man in 2020? All the success we've had as a culture, all the downfalls we had as a culture, all the killings we had or having as a culture, still.
But let's say this, man. Shout out to all the real dads. We promote positivity.
We're gonna get there. Well, we was talking. Well, you asked me a question. What should I tell this you? Take y'all behind home. Because it's not these streets will eat you alive. I could bring people in here that can tell you what it's like in these streets. I got a cousin now. This boy just, God blessed him. He got shot 9 times. He got shot 11 total in his lifespan. His stomach don't even look the same, y'all. He don't even have a belly button. That's how much surgery and plaster they had to do to this. It's not what y'all think it is. But I just got, we gotta keep it raw and keep it real with the news. But for the good dads like myself, my brother, man, I salute y'all. Y'all make it. Someone told me they had a kid because I made it look good. I ain't know to say you crazy, but I understood.
Yeah.
I understood. I was grateful for it. And I was mad at him because he was young. So waste your time. That's my advice too. My advice is to get married, man. We have a child. I think it's amazing when everybody in the house has the same. Just look cool. It just looks so thorough when you just a dad and y'all a unit and y'all married. And I'm not down talking people out of wedlock because I was a wedlock baby. I had children out of wedlock. I just wasn't. But I knew when I already had them kids, I knew I was gonna be the best dad. Cause you know what it felt like. You know what certain shortcomings. You know what it felt like. And you don't know. You don't want your kid to feel what you felt at certain moments in your life. And I think that's what made me a good dad. And when your kid's not like a mistake. I don't want to call kids a mistake, but you wasn't planning on having that kid and you just was on some fun and having a great time and you had them kids. It seemed like when the ones that's planned, the love, it's like every little thing. Like you probably had the app too when they show you how small your kid is as a fruit. Then every month, I'll watch that drum religiously. Cause to see my kid as a cherry and she's a peach, then it was amazing, man. And like you'll go through this. We need to do another set on Father's Day, like for Father's Day. Cause it's like, we can get deep into this. Cause I can talk just about fatherhood, period, man. Because I hate the word stepchildren, but I have children that my fiance had before me, and I thought I had them. So fatherhood is special. Shout out to all the dads, salute y'all.
Yeah, shout out to all of that. Because we matter.
But you want to have another conversation? Listen, let me tell you something. Ladies, take care of your man that's holding it down. And that's why I'm getting married. I'm getting married because the kind of the love I have gotten and the way I get taken care of is unmatched. And the things I've been through were, bro, the average person would say it wasn't worth it. Like it wasn't worth us being together, but I knew she was meant for me. 'Cause I always say this, I'll be playing with her, but I really mean it. Like I always say, you are truly either love with me or you crazy. I say you both. Because the stuff you went through with me is like, but she knew in her mind that's what she wanted to be with, and she knew seen the potential. Ladies, man, if you find somebody, take care of them, man, because we matter. Like it's even the small things, yo. We like stuff. I like sneakers. I like cologne. I love candles.
Talk.
And I like to eat. Like, I like to eat. Like I love date night. I got a date night I'm done with my brother. I told my brother I ain't missing this for nothing. Because we had to push it back because his birthday and my birthday.
Yeah.
So I got back from DC. It was up. But ladies, please take care of your significant other, man, because they don't even gotta be. They don't even gotta buy us nothing. Just certain attention. Keep us keep them, straight and narrow, or just to keep them from out even playing in the street. Because some people is levels to this relationship thing. We all go through it as men, because all of us wasn't faithful and it's trying. So the ones that come from the world where they had a lot of women, and you making him become a one woman man, it's a world process, man. Like that always been my thing, coming up. Women was always my thing. I never was a guy that hung with a lot of guys. I still don't. I'm either dolo or with my girls, my twins, my lady. And before that, I always had a lot of female friends. I never did the 60 dudes unless I had to be somewhere important. But other than that, I never did that. The company, I think for me, is the good company of women.
Yeah.
I can't do the bunch of men, breath, and beard, and I can never get down with that. So it's like, even from that to transition into it's all about you. It just be the little things for guys, like, just paying attention to little things and like, music, movies, emotion, my downfalls, my demons that I deal with that nobody know about. It just be attentive to certain things. You know why I'm a good gift giver, dog? Because I'll be listening. My girl ain't even into all that fancy stuff. She like books. When I first met, I was buying all kinds of stuff. Like, because I'm gaudy, I try to make her gaudy. Because the women in my family is gaudy. She gaudy now. I made a beast, but I just want book. Even if where I was, at one point, I found a library that was free. I would just take all the authors she would tell me. I would just take them by the shelves and just put them in a bag, bring them to her every day. It'd be little things too on the men's side, like, but for us, it just be little things for me, man. Like, making sure my hair cut, or just like, if you got gas money, like, I pump 89, man. Like, you got this gas money, my cleaner bill, this cleaners, like, just small things, or just believing in me goes far, bro.
That believing in me hit heavy.
Yeah.
I think that believing in me is the biggest thing for me. I tap into my feminine side, but I've always been pretty much like independent. I'm gonna get it.
Worse.
The believing in me hit different because my wife and my mom believing in me. They helped me get to this stage in life. When I was back in 2016, when I was going through what I was going through, and we was having those conversations on the step for 4 hours at a time, like that was my wife and mine that believed in me, that said, you've been through that, but that's not fine. More, we gonna keep elevating. 2016 is when I got married. You know what I'm saying? So like that believing in me is what's important. I'm not gonna say I don't care about none of the other stuff, but all I really need is believe in me today, believe in me tomorrow, believe in me next week, believe in me forever. As long as I got that.
I agree wholeheartedly, because there's times when my fiance believe in something more than me. You see the vision, dog. Like, and sometimes like
I said, like
the belief, just you gonna be that. Because she knows one of my dreams, I can share with y'all. One of my dreams on my list is to own a school. I always wanted to name the square. I only gotta be there. I just want it to be Willis Academy. Shit, and just put a little statue of me in that drum and let it just be. And that's just one thing. But this the belief of this is gonna be you, or you need to hurry up because we need to go do this. Or just I can share this with you guys too. Like I plan on buying a house down south. And so our timetable probably like next 2 to 5 years. Now we getting married, so that's setting us back. But just the push now is like, yo, we need to do this because I'm trying to do this and do that. And sometimes you might gotta push her, because the difference between I don't know about you and your wife, how y'all work together as financially, but I know how to make money come out of the air. She's a hard nosed, get up, I'm gonna knock these hours out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be back. Boom. Like some people just they robotic with that and they know how to make money off of it. Me, like, I can't be there all day. I can do this, and I can come back and like I got it. I can't. So I know how to make money out of no way, and she know how to do it certain ways. But it worked out so well because we both know how to make money, and you gotta watch who you date too. Because if you gonna date somebody that don't know how to do that, all that belief don't mean nothing, bro. Because y'all both gonna be broke. So it gotta be belief, but it gotta be some work too with it. Like it gotta work kind of hand in hand. But just that little bit of belief with that faith and a little work ethic. Man, listen, I told my fiance if she didn't listen what I told her to do, because I have a plan. And that too, we talk about that also, just having a plan. And the plan, we just stay on course with the plan. By 50, she'll be rich. Like, I'm praying beforehand, but I'm just being realistic with my timetable. I take care of my family. About 50, she'll be rich. I'm not to her age, but she in her later 30. So she's older than me. So it's like, we do this and stay that course for that 5 to 10 years, and then have to work again. You're like your job, your company or the brand or your center can do it yourself. You just go in and tap in. I'm telling you, when you do stuff for so long, you know what not to do, and that's just like it's certain things you can do with your eyes closed. With your eyes closed. Now is at the point that we need to start doing our eyes closed and actually making that back in return financially. Because we ain't getting younger, bro.
In closing, bro, I want you to let good people where they can find your merch.
I'm on Facebook. Find me on Born Again on Facebook. Maybe a bunch of names is like Born because I'm a spiritual brand. But my logo is gonna come. I'm sure my bro gonna put it up there. When you see that logo, you know it's me. And you see this logo, you know it's me. This logo is me. So Born Again on Instagram. Yeah, it's one of my pages got taken. So on Instagram is Born Again, all lowercase. Born Again Apparel, the BORNAGAINAPPERL _. The logo is red and black. That is our merch page. TikTok, Born Again Dre. Again, go through Eric. I mean, if you need to get to me, go to my brother Eric, man, and you'll get to me, man. It's not and bornagainforever.com on so with that. bornagainforever.com. Yes, this won't be the last time on this great podcast.
For sure.
I can't
We
wait.
definitely gonna have you back. You bring the missus. I'll make sure that my wife
Listen, I'm gonna be here a bunch of times. Like, it's so many
The invitation.
topics we could do. You call me, just call me, man, and we book it. And I'm in this job. I want to be a regular.
I'm looking to get some shirts.
Okay, again, I did your last Jones too. My brother used to have a cleaning business. Yo, crazy story. My brother, in my mind, I had grabbed all these shirts, extra shirts. He only need like a little bit because he only had he had a smaller stash. I'm like, nah, my brother, I had all these leftover shirts. I started wearing them. It was like white and like mint green. I was wearing them, Jones, man. I ain't care. I wasn't rep my bro. Like, yeah, this is his drink. I'm down.
Yeah, crazy story about that. I don't even know. The cleaning business is just shut down.
The time
They
been.
have the number one. I didn't have.
A busy dude, bro. Busy dude.
Yeah. So me and my wife both decided that.
Take a break. Yeah.
The name's still there. Page is still up. Still got all my equipment and everything, but
You gotta. It's that time management, man. Like, I understand that.
But this right here, this is my baby Bupodcast, man. This is where all my time is going, where all my money is going. Again,
I love it.
Right. I appreciate you coming for a long time.
I love
Very
you, man.
long time.
I love you.
Love you too, bro. Born again, forever born again.
Baby.
For the label.
The U podcast, please, man, tap in everybody before it gets so big, and then y'all gonna be asking to get on to promote y'all stuff. I'll say, yo, support y'all friends, man. Not just support them, but check on y'all friends. Just saying I love you or tapping in, that goes far for some people, and because we lose people, man. Everybody's losing people left and right. And y'all not, I feel like people not telling people they're proud of each other. Especially people that's doing something that you see other people that y'all watch and subscribe to instead of doing it to your own friends. Like, it doesn't make sense.
And it don't cost you nothing to come tap in.
It doesn't cost you anything to support a friend.
It's free to come sit on this couch and come here with it. It's free.
Anytime, I'm gonna be here, so you know I like this.
It's free. I ain't charging nothing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Yes.
The World.Boo podcast. Subscribe to. We are officially on Apple Podcasts.
Wow. I didn't know.
Do offer 3-day trial on Apple Podcasts. After that, it's $1.99 a month, or you can get it for $20 a year.
So, Apple, your ass.
Every podcast. Like I said, man, we doing big things, man. We trying to elevate. Again, it's free to come sit on this couch, man. It's free to come sit on the couch and come catch a vibe and come here with me. Yes. I also do virtual sessions as well. I send you a link. You can tap in virtually, so I don't feel like you got to come and sit on the couch. But either way, it's free. It's free.
It's free, man.
It's free to come have a conversation. It might make your day. It might make you feel better. Tell your loved ones to tell their loved ones to tell their family and friends to come vibe here with me, man.
Yes.
Bupodcast. We out.